So Don, yes, I think you can say a couple words and then we can get started.
Yeah, welcome everybody. We are privileged today and honored to have Wilson Furial, the director from LifeWave, to share with us about the X39 phototherapy patch that elevates and activates, regenerate your own almond stem cells. You can see mine. This patch is so powerful, and I can't wait to share this with everyone I meet on a daily basis. Over to you, Wilson.
Ach, you nailed it on the head there. Yes, I am lucky to sit here. 18 months ago, a very good friend of mine shared this patch with me. And I'll be honest, when I first looked at it, I laughed. I was like, come, buddy, why are you so excited? This is a sticker. And little did I know the power of it. And what Don said is so true. Every week we still seeing what this can do for people. You would think that we'll be surprised, but we're not. We're literally just seeing magic happen. So how my story started, Chris presented X39 to me 18 months ago. He told me to go do some research, and I did that. I researched this with a fine comb for about a week, and I wanted to find the good and the bad and make my own decision whether I want to try it. And I also wanted to try it on my mom. Now, at that stage, my mom had a cushion in between her L4, L5 vertebra, busy disintegrating. And the reason I was doing so much research, I wanted to see if it could help my mother. After a week, I came to the conclusion that we have to try. It could work very quickly. It could take time, um, but it's not a drug. This patch actually doesn't heal you. We're going to touch on that in a second. Nothing's going through the liver or the kidney, so it couldn't react towards my mom's medication. So I came to the conclusion I'm going to get some patches. I want to patch my mom and see if I can help her with her back pain. I get to her in December. I was like, Mom, new technology works without drugs and medication. It's like a new type of pain patch. Let's see what it can do for you. She's like, come, let's stick this thing on. So I stuck the patch right there where the pain was on her back. And I'll never forget it. It was 45 minutes later. She came back into the room where I was sitting, white in the face. She's like, my pain's gone. What is the stuff? She could move around. And I was like, what? That is incredible. And that's where my journey started with my mom. And it's now 18 months later. And it is absolutely amazing to see how we improving people's health on a daily basis. Sometimes very quickly, sometimes it takes time. Every person's body is different. But the profound difference we're making in people's lives is what drives me. And I want to get right to it. So let me just get my screen open here. I hope you guys can see my screen. I also just want to minimize that little video there. So have you been patched yet? Tonight, I'm going to tell you about this incredible technology called X39. All it's going to do is elevate, activate, and regenerate your body's own stem cells. It's doing it completely without drugs and medication. And that's one of the reasons why we're all so excited about it. Now, it all started 20 years ago with this brilliant man called David Schmidt. He's the CEO and inventor. Now, to tell his story, it's actually amazing where this all started. He had a contract with the Navy to create a technology that was going to give submariners energy without stimulants. What they were using at the time kept the submariners awake, but they couldn't function properly. So he came up with the first patch that he ever created called Energy Enhancer, a brilliant technology. It gives you energy without drugs and medication. And it worked so well that a doctor through a doctor knew the doctor who was the doctor for the Olympic swimming team in 2004. And they patched all the swimmers, and they actually performed so well that they won all the medals, and the Olympic Committee thought they were doping. And David Schmidt had to fly there, had to take some patches with him. They had to go look in the lab exactly what's in there, and he had to go prove how it works. And long story short, the Olympic swimming team for America got vindicated. They got all their medals back. And that's where all of this started 20 years ago with David Schmidt. Now, who do you know that has over 180 patents? He's personally the only person that I know of that has so many. And he's a scientist and inventor. He's actually a second generation inventor. That means his dad was also one. And he specializes in age reversing. Now, in 2008, David focused his attention on stem cell research, and the patent for X39 took 10 years to actually get the patent, and that's like 4 years ago, and $4.5 million US to market. Now, the reason why he focused his attention to stem cell research is interesting. Now, the New England Journal of Medicine has stated that the number one indicator of wellness is directly correlated to the number of adult stem cells in the bloodstream. Stem cells are cells with the potential to develop into any kind of cell needed, and they have this incredible ability to heal and repair any organ or tissue. Look at a stem cell as a blank cell, and it becomes this heat-seeking missile in the body, and it just starts healing and repairing. And that's the power of a stem cell. It doesn't matter what organ, your eye, your liver, your kidney, your skin, it doesn't matter. It can literally go to where the problem is and start making a difference. And I love that. Now, why the X39 stem cell activation patch? The fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal. I think any person over the age of 40, 45 can attest to that. I mean, you get hurt, you take longer to recover. You get sick, same story. And this is directly connected to how many active stem cells you have in your bloodstream. Now, as a teenager, you have about 1 billion active stem cells. By age 30, there's a 60% reduction to 400 million. By age 50, a 75% reduction to 250 million. And as you get older, you just have less and less stem cell activity. And now finally, we have a patch that we can stick on every day, and we can start waking up these stem cells and reverse this, what's happening. And this is directly the reason, one of the main reasons why we age. Now, how does the X39 work? The easiest way for me to explain it is, did you know if you go outside and you walk and the sun hits your skin, your body produces vitamin D? It's called phototherapy. It's been around for 100 years. The patches work in exactly the same way. The only difference is X39 reflects your body's own infrared light back into the body, and it sends a very specific signal to the brain that wakes up this copper peptide in your blood, and that mobilizes the stem cell. Now, it's made from organic nanocrystals, and it's completely non-invasive and non-transdermal. That means nothing's even going through the skin. Nothing's going through the liver or the kidney. This is a body repairing itself. The patch just literally activates it. It's like a firmware upgrade for the brain, and then the body starts doing its thing. Now, it's made from a 3M medical grade adhesive. Now, 1 in 10,000 people have an allergic response towards the adhesive on band-aids and plasters. If that is the case, you can stick X39 on the inside of your shirt. It doesn't have to be on the skin. Your body heat will still activate the process. That means anybody can use it. A newborn baby, an old person, anyone. Now, what will happen when you start activating your stem cells? I told you the story of my mom with her rapid pain relief. We see it time and time and again. And the reason for that is stem cells are really good at going after inflammation. And if we go after the inflammation, the symptom improves. So where to normal medicine, they treat symptoms. Yeah, we're going after the cause of issues. That's why we see the symptom get better. And I love that. It supports wound healing. Energy and vitality is a big one for me. I start early in the mornings. I work till late at night. I have this constant flow of energy. It's not a caffeine energy, and it doesn't dip in the afternoons, and I can just go, go, go. And I need that. Mental clarity, also a really big one for me. Now, my business partner, Chris Hutting, his brain fog went away very, very quickly. Mine took about 3 weeks. And anyone that has brain fog and feel that lifts, it's like a night and day experience. You see colors brighter. And when you've got mental clarity and you start thinking better, you're making better decisions in your household, your business, your personal life. And that just has an amazing ripple effect over time. Enhances sports performance is a big one. All athletes should be using X39. It will give you more strength, more stamina, and if you recover, you want to recover quicker from exercise. Now, if an athlete had to get hurt because they're activating their stem cells, they recover quicker from that injury. And then a big one for the ladies, improve skin appearance, seeing amazing results for the people using this over the long term. And then the one thing that's not on here that was a big one for me is my sleep has dramatically improved. I've never had sleeping issues, but I'm sleeping a lot deeper. And when I wake up with a bang. There's no lag. Now, how to wear X39? This is very important. You wear X39 for 12 hours on and 12 hours off to repair and rejuvenate. Now, the reason why you don't wear it for 24 hours at a time is because they've done the testing. It's better if there's a resting period and the rejuvenation actually happens in the resting period. So I stick my X39 on first thing in the morning, and 10 to 12 hours later, I take it off. You can either throw away the patch. What we've seen people do in South Africa is they take their second-hand patch that they've worn, they stick it on a spouse or a furry friend, and also seeing results. But the whole idea here is to put on a patch every day. And you want to keep a rhythm of wearing a new patch every day. Every day you're waking up a couple thousand stem cells, and that has a compounding effect. And that's why we see such incredible results, um, over time. Just something to mention is you can wear more than one patch at a time. Just know that you need to drink plenty of water. How much is enough water? About 250 to 300 milliliters for every 10 kilograms of body weight. I know that sounds like a lot, but most people aren't hydrating enough. That helps with the communication of the patches. And then what you can also do is you could add electrolytes to your diet, like a Celtic salt, a Himalayan rock salt, or a rehydrate. That works out a little expensive, but the salt and the electrolytes also help the cell to function better, and that can also boost the functioning of the patch. Now you'll see that there's two placements where they've done testing. One is literally in the base of the neck. That's personally where I like putting mine. I want it as close to my brain as I can, or 3 fingers below the belly button. In my mom's case, I stuck it right on there where the pain is. So if your knee's hurting, stick it on your knee. The same with your shoulder. It's basically a thermal patch, so you can wear it where the pain is. Why am I not clicking there? So long-term results on X39. So within the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. Within 6 weeks, the brain becomes balanced and we start seeing decreased symptoms of PTSD, anxiety, and depression. That's a really big one. The fact that we can help people with mental conditions with our drugs and medications, definitely a world first. And then within 3 months, the collagen starts increasing in the body. And collagen is a very important protein. And now we start seeing decreased wrinkles, hair growth increases structural integrity of both skeletal and muscular systems. And then within 6 months, the big one, yeah, the heart reverses in age. Now, in a recent study, 14 out of 15 people lowered their vascular age by an average of 8 years just after 6 months of using X39. It's not anti-aging, it's age reversing. Now, when I saw that statement, I was like, yeah, right. Like, how can we help cardiovascular health? Your heart never stops beating. It doesn't have a resting period. Very tough to help with the heart. And then we were pleasantly surprised in August last year when one of our affiliates shared their scans from their mom's heart. Now, this was a lady in her 70s, heart conditions, and look there, day one. Look how unhappy the heart is. The red means inflammation. Look at that after 2 months. I mean, there's still inflammation there, but it's getting less. And then look there after 5 months. And when I looked at that, I was like, wow, if it can help my heart function at a younger rate, I can't wait to see what it's going to do for all my other organs. Now, something to mention, if you want to try X39, you need to try it for a minimum of 90 days. Now, David Schmidt advises to use the patches for a minimum of 90 days for optimum results. Something I would mention, if you're an older person or you've got serious medical conditions, add another month for every decade you are old. Some of these conditions took decades to get to where they are, and you can't expect the patches to fix everything in 90 days. Although that is the recommendation, we've seen results in weeks, days, hours, minutes, even seconds. Just remember, every person's body is different. Everybody eats differently. So results vary. But just remember to drink plenty of water. Now, I love this website. Please go have a look at it. It's called thisisatinfo.com. It was put together from our leaders in America, Stephen Gina Merritt. We're part of the This Is a team. And this is an incredible website. Everything you want to know about X39 in one place. The story of X39, how this all started. Very, very, very interesting. And then also the clinical trials, the patents, and then some great testimonies and even testimonies from doctors and what they're seeing using it in the field. And then you'll see there's a little flag there. If you'd like to share this with anyone overseas, they can pick the flag of the country that they're in and it will translate the site for them immediately. There's enough info there to keep yourself busy, but please go do a bit of research and dig a bit deeper. So when I saw this the first time, it blew my mind. This is a topography map. It's a brain scan from a 77-year-old woman. She placed X39 on the back of her neck. Now, if you looked at session 1, again, we're seeing a lot of inflammation. It's actually so bad. The cells busy splitting, inflammation in the brain, very little stem cell activity, lack of brain coherence. Looked at session 2, how that inflammation around the cell has just disappeared. Almost no inflammation. Very little bit of inflammation in the middle of the cell, definitely improved brain coherence. And then look there 6 weeks later on X39, a complete turnaround. You can see the cell so happy it rejoined. We're seeing that age reversal happening on a cellular level there, and definitely improved stem cell activity and better brain coherence. And what excites me about this is just the cells in your brain. Now imagine all your other major organs, your eyes, your liver, your kidneys, your skin. Super, super exciting. Now, I'm getting to the part of my presentation where I'm going to show some results that we've seen. Just know that X39 doesn't heal you. It doesn't work like that. It switches on the brain and the body does it. And results vary. And if you're seeing something, it doesn't mean it's going to work exactly like that for you in that time frame. And just know that. Now, here we see inflammation reduction in 30 minutes. As you can see, this guy had lots of inflammation in his neck and his sternum. Look at that, in 30 minutes, a huge, huge improvement. On the right there, lady's got arthritis, see incredible results with arthritis. Look how that inflammation in the hands going away. If the inflammation goes, so does the pain. Very exciting. Inflammation reduction in animals. Look at the coat of the horse there in the first picture, like a huge improvement on the actual skin and coat. And then on the right there, look how the inflammation is reducing in all the organs. This was over a period of time, but it's amazing that we can help animal and any of our furry friends. Now, this is for the ladies. This is some results of people that's been wearing it for a long time. If you looked at that first picture, this is a 70-year-old lady, and you wouldn't say that she's 70. And if you look there at day 1, look at the bags under her eyes, day 42, how the bag's starting to disappear. And then look there a year later. It literally looks like she's had a facelift. Look at the color of her eyes, how the life's coming back into them. Just amazing. To the right of that, this lady's crow's feet, those lines you get in the corner of your eyes, gone. It's literally going in 45 days. On the right there, huge reduction in age there. I mean, look at the color of that lady's eyes. Look how her neck has tightened up. That's also after 1 year. Bottom left corner, you can see some of the blemishes in this lady's face starting to go away. That was a very quick response with the collagen. That was 9 weeks. And then bottom right corner, you see the lady's mouth start drooping, the lines coming down here. And look how beautiful that's turned around in 5 months. And what excites me about seeing this is if you're seeing that on the outside, it's also a reflection of what happened inside the body. Now, vitiligo, really tough thing, pigmentation of the skin condition. There's nothing they can do for it. Look at that guy's results there. That's after 3 months. And then the fella to the right is a friend of ours in America. His name's David. His vitiligo is almost 90% gone. That was also after a year. But look at that huge improvement there. And then to the right, within 12 days, wound healing, we've seen great results within wound healing. That was very quick. Bottom left corner, Bell's palsy, very tough thing, spasming of the face. And look there, 3 months, she's almost good as new. The one there in the middle, psoriasis, autoimmune condition, amazing that we're also seeing results for that. That was very quick. Not everybody sees it in 10 days, but they were lucky there. Quite amazing. So some circulation before and afters. So this was a fellow, he had to get his toes amputated. There was no circulation there. And look there within 5 days, just seeing the life coming back into his foot. Bottom corner there, the swollen feet, that was within 3 weeks. Just look at that amazing reduction in the swelling. And if you looked at the blood slide analysis at the top there, this is a lady, she did a blood slide and then she put the patch on and she waited 10 minutes and she did another one. And just look at the difference in her blood. And that's why we're seeing such amazing results for many different things. Because you see there's like oxygen there in the cell and also waking up the stem cells. Just amazing. So some wound healing pictures. Sorry for the gory pictures. That lady, 21 days, she hurt her face. I mean, just look at that. And then 5 days, the fella there, he had a snowboarding accident. His mom had some patches and he had to go for an interview. She was like, come, let's patch you and see if we can't get you to look better for your interview. Look there in 5 days. And I mean, he's a younger guy. He still has some stem cell activity. Bottom left corner, this is a fella that definitely fell hard. You can see he's wearing more than one patch. But look at that turnaround in 7 weeks. Just amazing. And then bottom right corner, this was a kid that severed his finger in a door. The parents begged the doctor to sew it back on. He didn't want to. And look at that amazing turnaround in 21 days. I mean, without patches, that's a 3 to 6 month exercise. Hair loss, a really big one. I always like looking at that first picture. Just look at that difference in 7 weeks. And you can see his original color returning as well. To the right, this guy had a huge hair loss issue. And just look at that turnaround within 3 months. Bottom left corner, that's in 6 weeks. Also, look how his hair is filling out. And then his original color returning. Just amazing. So I told you the story about the Olympic swimming team. There you can see Michael Phelps wearing the energy enhancer. Serena Williams, everybody knows her as well. Also with the energy enhancer, David Beckham. And then Lorenzo Savadori sticks the X39 on his forehead, sticks on his helmet and drives really fast on a superbike. And he uses it for concentration. And I'm quite excited that more and more athletes are starting to use the technology. Now, I just quickly want to go through some of the supplementary products. Just on this note, the only patch I want you to start with is X39. That is our foundation patch. It's the first patch that can wake up your body's own stem cells, and you start there. But in acute issues, we might add some patches to X39. So X49 is the booster patch for 39. It helps with muscle mass, bone density, and heart health. Ice Wave is our pain patch, works really, really well. And it releases the pain. It doesn't mask it with no side effects. Glutathione, a really strong immune booster and antioxidant. It's 300% stronger than any glutathione supplement that you can drink. Carnosine, love that patch. It helps with brain function, memory, and focus. And then Aeon, it reduces stress and inflammation. It's called our happy patch. Silent Nights, it regulates your sleep and melatonin increase. Energy Enhancer, where this all started, it increases energy, fat burning, and endurance. And then SP6, it helps with weight, appetite, aids hormones, and digestion. And then Alavida, we just got a hold of this one. I'm quite excited about it. It's the world's first collagen activation patch. So that helps with vibrant skin, reduces wrinkles, and builds collagen. And we can now order it here. So that's kicked open a whole new door. Then AccuLife, we don't yet have it in South Africa, but I keep it on there because it's literally a carbon copy of IceWave. And that's how they brand it for animals in America, but you can also stick IceWave on a horse, for example. So I like keeping it on there. Now, I just want to touch on some of the testimonies. Just a quick disclaimer. I'm going to say it again. This is not a cure for anything. This switches on the brain and the body does it. Um, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. If you're dealing with any serious issues, always consult your doctor first. With that being said, when we started this Telegram channel, it was just a couple of us with a couple testimonies. This has now grown into 700, over 700 testimonies, over 150 different categories. And the reason why we see such diverse results is because of stem cells. And I just want to go through some of these headings. Now, does it mean we've healed any of these things? No, it doesn't mean that. All it says is we're seeing positive results. Some of these conditions are so serious that if we could see a 10% improvement, it's wow, because some of these conditions, you can't see any improvement on them. So let's quickly go through a couple of headings. Sciatica, seeing great results on animals. Brain fog, seeing amazing results with eyesight and vision. Um, Anything liver related, anything kidneys related, lung related, glaucoma, tinnitus, migraines. I mean, the list just goes on and on. Gut, anything bladder related, digestion problems, hearing. Can you believe we're helping people improve their hearing? Shingles, that's been sticking its head out since the pandemic. And as you can see, this list just keeps growing as well. If you're suffering from something and we don't have a testimony for it, I would still recommend trying it because I'm still waiting to see the limit of what stem cells can't do. So that's why this list keeps growing. We might not have a testimony for your condition, but still give it a go. And I think we over 155 categories since this slide was made. So osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, neuropathy, lupus, Alzheimer's, dementia. I mean, every serious thing that you could think of, we've seen positive results for. It just depends on how long it's going to take. Some of these things, it takes time. So what are the prices? Now you buy a sleeve of X39. It's 30 patches. You wear one every day. Now, just to put this into perspective, this is a stem cell treatment. Normal stem cell injections are really expensive. They start at anything from 50,000 Rand going up to 500,000 Rand, even more. And they have very little effect. A very good friend of ours in America, his name's Javi Solis. His son is autistic. They've gone for stem cell injections in Mexico, very expensive, like over $20,000 a trip. They once did it twice in 1 year, had no effect on him. Mike Hernandez got a hold of Javi. He's like, hey, we need to get some patches on your son. Let's see what it can do for him. They patched him. A week later, he was swinging on a swing for the first time. A month later, he was riding a Peloton bicycle for the first time. Was never been able to do that. Right now, when you look at him, he looks like a normal little kid. He is still autistic, but he started saying words. Huge improvement on the family's life. And if you look at what they paid for stem cell injections with the results they got and what they're getting with X39, you can't even compare the two. So if you look at the retail price of X39, X49 is 149.95. The other products are 79.95. But why do you want to pay a retail price if you can pay wholesale? So you sign up as a member, then you can get it at cost. X39, X49 at 99.95. All the other products vary between 49.95 and 69.95. The reason why they vary, if you buy them in bulk, you get it a bit cheaper. So just to touch on the enrollment kits, there's 5 of them. The bronze package actually works out the most expensive because they charge you a once-off $25 registration fee. And then after your first month, you get them at cost, which is $99.95. So your bronze package is for 1 month supply. I recommend if people want to try it, come in silver or higher because you save a bit of money. So on the silver package, they waiver that $25 registration fee. So you save that. And then you also have 3 months supply of X39. And then I know you have enough patches for the protocol. That's for one person. If you want to patch more than one person, I recommend it looking at gold or higher. The gold package is $499.95. That's for 5 sleeve of X39, and then you can get a free sleeve of any of the other products to try. It's about $100 saving. And then if you want to patch your whole family and get out the blocks, guns blazing, the diamond package is our most expensive one. That's about 35,000 Rand, about $1,600. There, it's 19 sleeves of X39. That means 19 months supply. You actually get 3 free sleeves, and it brings down the cost of X39 to about $84 a sleeve before shipping and VAT. And that's the cheapest that you could ever get this for. Um, so what I like about LifeWave is you can come in at silver, 2 weeks later decide you want to upgrade to gold, only pay the difference, and you get the difference in stock. And I like that. I think that's very fair. And I would recommend people upgrade through these packages all the way to diamond because you keep getting free stock and it works out a little cheaper. Now, just some of the statistics on the company. When Chris presented this to me, the first thing I asked him was, buddy, how old is the company? Because I don't do startups. At that stage, it was just over 18 years. This year, it's a 20-year-old company. And that says stability. It says their manufacturing is in order. It says their logistics is taken care of. People that are sharing it with others are getting paid. On that note, this company has a AAA rating. Only 3% of companies in the world get that rating. It's a well-oiled machine. So before they released X39, this company had a bunch of patches that it was doing about $28 million a year turnover, and then they released X39. This company 10x their turnover in a 2-year period, also during COVID, with just this patch. And it should show you just in the figures that they've got something. Last year, we did $420 million for the year. It's projected to be $1 billion company by 2025. And what I love is we can share this with our friends overseas. We currently in over 87 countries. I think Don said we reaching 100, and that's super, super exciting. We can help our family and friends overseas. The big one here for me is these products are patented. Now, this patch, what it does for people, there's nothing in the marketplace that can compete with it. It's got no competition, and it's protected by patents. Now, I don't know if you know anything about patents, but the patent for X39 to 10 years. It's a time-consuming process. It is very expensive. And the reason for that is you cannot get a patent if you can't prove your theory. And it takes time to prove it. And you can't patent something that's not true, otherwise it's fraud. So the fact that we've got a patented product with no competition, with a 20-year-old company, it's just a match made in heaven. And yeah, I think you're going to be humbled to see what this can do for people when you start sharing it with them. Now, I want to touch very quickly on the business side. For me, the highlight will always be the product X39, but the way X39 and LifeWave was put together. My goal for every person on this call is to wear this patch for the rest of your life and not pay for it. And you can do that if you share this with a couple of your friends. And I have to say that seeing what we are seeing, I feel obligated to share with people what we're doing because I know it can potentially help a lot of people. So what is most important in your life? Family time, freedom, security, travel, better health, less debt. I must tell you, when I looked at this the first time, it all screamed at me. And LifeWave literally offers that to people who want to turn this into a business. What I love about LifeWave, it ticks 3 very important boxes that no other company on the planet ticks. We're going to help people physically, mentally, and financially. And in South Africa, the financial part is important. And what's nice here, we earn in dollars, and that makes a huge difference. So I'm going to touch on 2 highlights of the compensation plan. We earn in 4 ways. I'm only going to touch on the 2 highlights. Now, firstly, we get paid in a binary structure. Binary means 2 legs. And the whole core of the binary revolves around going manager. How do you go manager? You bring 4 of your friends to these calls. You sign up 2 on the left leg, 2 on the right leg. You go manager, we repeat that. And then this starts growing because this product is so incredible. What I love about this binary, it goes unlimited levels deep, but the max that you can ever earn from the binary is $25,000 a week. Now, I know that sounds like a lot. I personally have met 4 friends in America that's maxed out their binary. That's personally my target. But you can make 25K a week, a month, a year, 3 years. It depends on you. But that limit of 25K a week is the reason why the compensation plan is sustainable. Because you can never earn more than that. And when you cap it, it actually stops and it just pays you that recurring 25K a week. And I think that's a really good number. The second highlight of the compensation plan is our matching bonus. Now, binary means unlimited depth. Unilevel means unlimited width. Now, the matching bonus is paid out on a unilevel structure, and it's as simple as this. Let's say you bring a friend that makes $1,000 a week. You'll earn 25% of that. That's $250 a week. Let's say that friend has a friend that makes $1,000 a week. You'll get 20% of that, which is $200. And this goes 3 levels, 3 tiers down. What I like about this part of the compensation plan, it's unlimited. You can put 1,000 people in your front line and you'll get those percentages. And I think that is really, really aggressive, and a lot of meat on the bone. And what I love about what we're doing here is we are helping people in a really, really big way with their health. And if we keep on doing that, this turns into a weekly income in dollars that just starts growing. And it's a reflection of us helping people. So I like how George states it. He's like, go make a fortune with us. Firstly, because nobody knows it. But secondly, it will be a reflection of how many people you helped. And I love that. So in closing, I just want to play 2 testimonies of what we've seen. So this is a little doggy. I've actually met the owner. Her name's Popla. And look at this amazing transformation. Geez, every time I see that, it's like so incredible. And that's within 4 days. Just absolutely amazing. The next one is actually a snippet of a call we did earlier. This is a very, very good friend of mine's mom who had a severe stroke in the beginning of May. And yes, her results has been absolutely amazing. Is a bit of a longer video, but I really want you to have a look at the transformation she's seen. Does it mean that everybody that had strokes will see this in this time frame? No. But if we can get any results close to this, it would be amazing. Tonight we have Lindy on the call. And, it's one thing to help people that you don't know. Me and Lindy are really good friends. She's very close to my heart. And in the beginning of May, her mom had a severe stroke. When I tell you a severe stroke, she was completely paralyzed on the left side of her body. And they actually didn't film her in her first week because it was too traumatic. And then the moment the mom started lifting her left arm, they started filming her. And I just wanted to show you an amazing turnaround that we've seen. Just incredible.
My name is Letty, and I just wanted to share my family story with my mom having a severe stroke on the 30th of April, 2024. We booked her into hospital, and on the 3rd of May, they gave us devastating news. Mom had a stroke on the right hemisphere of her brain, leaving her paralyzed on the left side. And on the 4th of May, we decided to start patching Mom. And this is our story. So we started taking footage of Mom on the 7th of May. We saw that there's movement in her left arm and she had incredible movement on her mouth. This is 5 days on the patch, the 8th of May. She's still in hospital. She's reaching higher with her left hand. The arm is lifting so much better. And then we had a bit of a quite of a setback. They moved it to the step-down clinic. And we actually didn't tell anybody about the patches in hospital, the doctors. And so we had to be honest with the step-down clinic. And then the doctor said that we can't patch Mom until he's looked at everything. So for a couple of days, from the 9th up to the 14th of May, we couldn't patch my mom, but the doctor did come back and he allowed us to continue with the patching. So this was on Mother's Day, the 12th of May. She was still not back on the patch, but she was in the step-down clinic. And this video, she's 2 days back on the patch on the 17th of May in the clinic. And here she is walking with the help of one of the nurses. This was quite a big moment for our family. As you can see, she's smiling and she's improving quite a bit. And it's just incredible. This is 5 days on the patch in the clinic, the 19th of May, and the left side of the face is improving so much. 7 days on the patch, the 21st of May, 2024. She's working with a worker. And 7 days on the patch, this was the evening visit. And she was so neat and her mouth looked perfect. And she's just showing us all her type of exercises that she's busy doing. We are so grateful. And then this was taken this morning, the 28th of May. And she's 14 days on the patch now. And she's just showing that she can walk by herself. They are still not allowing this long distances, but I just wanted some footage to show that the recovery is going very well. And we hope that Mum will be out of the step-down clinic very soon. And we are looking forward to a full recovery, but I will keep on going with the updates so that everybody can see the progress. We received a wonderful surprise from the therapist this afternoon. Thank you for watching.
Wow, every time I see that, it just really, really excites me. Yes, the business side of it is very exciting. We can earn in dollars and yes, but the highlight is X39. And what fills my cup is seeing the life coming back into people. And this is a close friend of mine. And I just quickly wanted to show you the video of a mom coming out of hospital yesterday. And then Lindy's on the call. I just want to quickly press on her button and just hear exactly how her mom's doing.
Hi, Lindy here. Today's the 28th of June. And we have some amazing news. Mom is finally coming out of the clinic. Just to show you, she's walking by herself and she's smiling. And she's doing so well. Thank you so much.
Incredible. Incredible, incredible. Every time I look at that, I just get goosebumps. The fact that we can shift people's lives like that is my driving force. Lindy, thank you for joining us. Thank you for always keeping us updated with how it's going with your mom. Tell us a bit more there. She's now been released. How's she doing?
Hi, good evening, everybody. My name's Lindy, and Mom is doing fantastic, Wilson. What you guys don't know is that this man presenting tonight is actually the friend that introduced me. And yes, my entire family is 100%, or shall I say 1,000% sure. If it wasn't for this patch, Mom wouldn't have been here. Because the following results I'm about to give you is the doctor said that this was irreversible and they're just going to get my mom comfortable. Okay. So I'm going to read a couple of results from the therapist that they gave me, like a voice note on the 28th of June as well. And she said the following, that Mom's cognitive assessment, just on the last week, is went from 69% up to a higher 80s. And then a facial symmetry was up from 86% up to 95%. And then the balance went from 46 up to 53 out of 56. Okay? And I just want to bring to your attention that in the presentation, you said that 6 weeks on the patch, the brain starts balancing. Guys, on the 28th of June, 2024, Mom was on the patch for 45 days uninterrupted. So this to me is also a testimonial in that side for brain balancing.
Yeah. Every time I look at that, I can just smile. I can just say thank you. What we are doing is such a gift, and I will shout this from the rooftops every day of the week, because look at the difference that we are making. And thank you to every single person that's taken the time to come join us this evening. I see there are a couple new people on the call as well. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to say something. Moses, how are you, my brother?
I am fine, thank you. And thank you so much for the presentation. I feel like I'm living a dream and I don't want to wake up.
Yes,
This
man.
is also incredible. And when we hear stories like this, these are life defining.
Yeah.
And these are conditions that are almost like impossible. It's like you've gone over the edge. So this is the reason why we get so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to add on that, the testimonies are exciting. And, for those that are able to join us at 2000 hours tonight, there's going to be a session where people are just sharing their testimonies since they started using these patches. Wilson, I haven't shared this. I've just come back from holiday today.
Okay.
I arrived, I came back today from on holiday. I'm one of those that when I travel, I've got motion sickness, but really bad motion sickness.
Shame, man.
And
That's tough, eh?
yeah, and even when we drive a long drive, we have to stop many times.
Yeah.
And yeah, seasickness, it's even worse. But I realized that, we traveled from here to Zanzibar, and I was a little bit shaky, just a little bit, not like you, normal. And I felt a bit tired. I normally have even anxiety and panic attacks. And this time it didn't happen. Coming back, I decided I'm going to put a patch. Do you see where it is?
Yes.
On P6, this pressure point.
Yes.
And normally when you press there, it helps with nausea and motion sickness. Coming back, no tiredness, no motion sickness. And when I was in Zanzibar, I did kayaking. Kayaking in the ocean. Yeah. When you've got motion sickness. Anyway, I still do these things, even if I get sick. Moses,
I love that about you. Such a trooper you are.
Yeah, but can you imagine? I did kayaking. I was on a beach horse riding, and I was never sick. Wow. And something told me that obviously, Ion is it deals with inflammation. It's a happy patch. It helps to calm one down. So obviously it's been doing that for me. And I only realized this because I traveled. Wow. I'm really excited. So for those that are able to join 2000 hours tonight, yes, that presentation is only about people sharing their testimonies. Thank you, Wilson.
Thank you so much. I actually posted the link for this meeting in 10 minutes in the chat. And I'm also going to be on the call. And yes, just thank you to all my friends that's joined us. Fiona, thank you for your incredible testimony there. She said she's also been struggling with her sleep, and she now experienced this deep sleep, and she's ready to wake up at 6 a.m. where she used to wake up at 7:30 without feeling sluggish. And that's exactly what I experience with my sleep as well. So thank you so much for that. So guys, we doing this again Saturday evening at 6 o'clock our time. Enjoy the rest of the week, what's left of it, and stay warm. And looking forward to see you guys on Saturday. Have a great evening further. See you on the training.
Thank you, Wilson. Cheers, everybody.
Yes,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye-bye.